start again. All right, I would like to welcome to episode 16 of Figuring Out Fatherhood. Today I'm here with my boy Tom. Yes, my bro.
How you doing, man?
And we're going to be talking about maternity and how Tom supported his partner through maternity. But tell us a little about yourself, Tom.
Thomas, I'm 30 years old, a process engineer working in pharmaceuticals, and a father of one, a little girl called Nyla.
How old is she?
14 months at the moment.
Okay. So because we're going to talk about maternity, we're going to talk, my plan is to talk from the beginning of it, from when you found out your missus was pregnant, all the way through to present day.
Okay.
Because I feel like maternity is not just the 9 months, it's a whole process. So how did you find out your partner was pregnant, first of all?
So she told me, she was like, my period obviously hasn't come.
And was it face to face?
Yeah. This is when we was we've been married probably, let's say, about 6 months.
Okay.
And she told me she had a feeling. So the plan was, because I was out.
Yeah.
So the plan was for me to come home, and then we do the test and find out.
Okay.
But obviously, she couldn't wait. So she just sent me a picture. I can't remember, or told me I am pregnant.
Okay.
But as soon as I came in the house, I was proper happy, man. Because
I love to hear it.
coming from a family of 4 kids, and just seeing my dad do an amazing job, I knew I had him to copy. So I was excited for him. Definitely.
Okay, and obviously, as time went on, it's well documented that their bodies changed, their moods changed, their hormones changed, so many different things changed. What did you notice that changed, to you, specifically to your situation? What were the things that you noticed?
Her ability to smell stuff.
What do you mean?
It's almost like her senses were heightened.
Okay.
Like we had a bed, and then next to it we had like a IKEA drawer. She could smell the wood. It's almost like sensitivity
of
in
course.
certain areas. So then sometimes I'd have to sleep at the wood if she can take it, and as well as that, even things like taste. Her appetite completely changed.
Really?
Yeah. She would probably want a lot of spicy stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, it was just I was cool with it, to be honest, but it was just interesting just to see how.
Okay. And what would you say the biggest shock to you was in the whole maternity process? Like, what shocked you? Like, what shocked you, essentially?
I think for me it was the amount of information. So I go to work, she'll go to work, she'll come back. She had so much new stuff about the baby to tell me, and I just thought, whoa.
Like what? Give us an example, please.
It's just, for instance, just knowing the things like the nesting period. So my mom was a childminder. I grew up always seeing kids in my house, but I'd go to school and come back and help my mom out. But I didn't know anything really about how to actually raise a kid from birth up, really, if that makes sense. So all these things that she was preparing me for, letting me know we need to buy this, we need to get this, we need to get that, we need to get this.
Okay.
It was proper interesting to just think, wow. And then obviously I'm Nigerian, so I'm doing maths in my head, thinking this one is going to cost that, this one is going to cost that. But yeah, it was a good experience, definitely.
Okay, and what did you do to support her through the whole maternity process? So from when she was pregnant, what were the steps you took as time went on? Like, did you start stockpiling stuff? Like, what did you do to help out in the house? What did you do
So luckily,
the
the mother care, and we was around Brixton at the time, was closing down. So she took advantage of that and bought quite a lot of stuff. So we had quite a lot of things, as well as that people give you stuff as well. So I think one thing that I remember that was quite amazing was we had quite a lot of white stuff, because obviously we didn't know it was a boy or girl yet. And I decided to wash them, and she went out and she came back in and she just saw all of them on a hanging rail, and I could just see the emotions coming from it.
You did that for her?
Yeah.
Because
the plan was always to wash it, but I just thought to myself, let me just wash it anyway. And just her reaction to it, just to see the little cute clothes, yeah, I'll never forget that moment. I just thought to myself, after seeing that, you have to support her as best as possible.
Yeah. What else did you support her? I'm sure you did other stuff as well, like to make her feel comfortable, because obviously, like I said, her body changes.
Yes.
Her spine.
Yes.
Do you something?
So the pregnancy pillow, I went and I bought that one.
Okay. A
pregnancy pillow. It helped, yeah.
So how does that work?
I don't want to get it too wrong. But there's these pillows that they have that actually support women in terms of, because their backs do start to hurt. Obviously, their pelvis and all of that, it starts to reconfigure itself. Okay. And so I got one of those, and then we, as well as a foot spa for her feet as well. Just gave her massages where I could. Anything that I could.
Did you have foot massages?
Yeah, foot massages, back massages, anything really that I could do to support.
Okay. And the whole maternity thing, this is a bit personal, but in terms of like your lives in the bedroom, how Did you have to answer that?
No, it was fine.
It was just
absolutely fine. Obviously, as
you didn't have any worries, any concerns.
No.
Okay.
Not at all. I think it's just.
I don't know what it is. I have this thing in my head.
It's the African in me, man. You still have loving to do, isn't it? So.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah. Okay, and this leads us on up until the birthing, the birthing process. So, were you in the room when she birthed?
Yeah, I was adamant that I had to be.
Of course,
I had to see absolutely everything.
So, what was the process of you getting there? Was it like a water broke and the ambulance came, or how did she end up in hospital at that point in time?
So at that time, it was actually at her mum's house.
Okay.
So mum was going to take us down there, and she was going through a lot of pain. Okay. It was actually her due date anyway.
Okay.
So she was going through a lot of pain, and then I went out to go and get some paracetamol because there's not much they can really take, to be honest, as well as some energy drinks to give her. And then I gave it to her. She went to the toilet, and I just heard a lot of crying. She was just like, "Oh my God, I'm bleeding." So then she was on the phone to the hospital. They said you should come in because obviously she was in hysterics. So we went down there, and that was cool. We got seen. They said that she's not as dilated as they would have wanted her to be, but then because the hospital we picked, which was UCL, instead of the one that was in East London, because obviously it's just a better hospital. So they said, "Okay, we'll keep you in a room in the maternity ward instead of you going and having to come back."
Okay.
And in the space of literally an hour or so, she went from just a little bit dilated to actually in labour. So the labour was actually 5 hours, but it was absolutely. The thing is, the time flew, but at the same time, it was just such an experience because obviously women are in pain, so you have to rate them seriously for that, because the amount of instructions they have to follow when the baby is putting so much pressure on them, and it's almost like you as a man, you want to encourage your partner, but at the same time, you don't know what they're feeling.
Of course not. Yeah.
So the nurse or the midwife is telling her to do certain things, but obviously the pain will force you as your body to actually contract your muscles in the completely opposite way that delays the baby coming. And then there's me there trying to put in my aid, but then at the same time, I don't want to get shouted at because obviously I'm here to support you. So if my wife's shouting at the nurse, I'm shouting at the nurse, if that makes sense. It's one of those on union. But it was actually brilliant, and she actually done it. She went to labour so quickly that she wasn't actually able to get any of the medication that she would have needed to actually ease it. So she did the whole entire labour on gas and air. And that completely impressed me.
She's a strong woman. Yeah, of course. And I guess so. When the baby arrived, what were your immediate emotions? Was it just?
Oh man, so it was crazy because you could see the head. Yeah. It was like it's crying.
Oh, so you saw the whole?
Yeah, everything. I looked. I even had a camera. No, I'm not screaming. Remember, I work in pharmaceuticals, so blood and that.
I know that personally. I would be a liability in the room. I'm very squeamish. I know that. Chances of me passing out, they're very high. Okay, so you saw the whole thing, and
it's crazy. It's like, imagine like you have something that's so big, and then literally in an instant it just pops out, and then they cleaned the baby and they handed the baby to me, and I just started crying.
Of course,
I just couldn't believe. I just couldn't believe it. Like she was hit. Like the most joy I've ever felt. Yeah,
and did you go back home the same day, or did you stay in the hospital?
No, we stayed. She stayed overnight because I think they weren't too sure when the waters actually broke. Makes sense?
Yeah.
So they just kept her and the baby on observation for overnight. And then
so what, you went to pick her up?
Yeah, it came. So I was there, and then Grandma came. Okay. And then we had the car seat, and then
So obviously, and as you were driving home, your wife and your daughter at the back. How? Talk me through how did you feel?
It was actually incredible because the baby was adjusting. So this baby has been inside the stomach, of course, this whole time, and then obviously we were driving, and when the car was stopping, the baby was crying. It's almost like she was so used to like the motion and everything. So it's like, wow, like just about a day out and already reacting to everything, and as well as I just couldn't wait to get into the house. Just
love that basically.
Yeah, I was very protective.
And what's the adjustment process been like? So obviously you've gone from a 2 to a 3 three, what's been like? What's been the biggest change for you? The fact that there's now a third part. Well, there's a third human in the house. How have you adjusted? What changes have you made to accommodate?
So we moved house quite soon after. So there was a lot of shopping, a lot of things that we needed to do. So constantly taking the baby with us, as well as that, like having to figure out you need to sacrifice quite a bit of your time to help each other, if that makes sense. So luckily, because like I said, my mum was a childminder, there's a lot of things that I like to always do the baths, like to feed when I can, as well as that. I don't know, I try my best to alleviate as much of the burden from my missus so that she could get a break. Okay. Because from day one, I already saw that she needed to sleep, if that makes sense. So where I could hold the baby before the baby's hungry again, I would definitely have done that.
There's something you mentioned. You mentioned that you did everything you could to alleviate the missus of everything. Basically, you did what you could.
So like, I almost like do which now I consider as my second job. Okay. I come home to my first job. So I'll tell you what my typical day is now. So I come home from my first job and make sure that I get her pajamas ready, get her bottles ready, toys are ready. So basically, ultimately, I'm looking at the clock. So I got a few hours after I come back from work to make sure that for every single activity I move from A to B easy, if that makes sense. So I think it's something that my dad instilled in me anyway, just to make her life as simple as possible. So the way I see it is just like when I get her back, I don't have to think about running her bath and then finding her clothes. It's already more or less kind of done, if that makes sense. So I can actually spend time with my daughter, because at the end of the day we got bills to pay, so obviously you have to do your job, but at the same time you want to see your kid grow. And then obviously she comes home a bit late because she drops the baby in the morning and I pick her up. So I just want to make it so that when my wife comes home, that she can enjoy the little time before we put her to bed as well.
Let's talk about cravings.
Yes.
So what was the craziest thing your wife craved while she was pregnant?
It wasn't even that bad, but it's just spicy stuff. She really wanted spicy stuff. So I remember one time she made one stew, and me, you know me already, I love heat.
Yeah.
And that one,
was too much.
Bro. To this day, we still talk about it because it was even hot for her. I don't know what it was, whether it was the Scotch bonnets from Brits, what kind of pepper she put in there. Yeah. But we were finished. So like, I'm bare eating it. But then my ice water and I'm refilling. I'm adding more ice and I'm adding water. Yeah. But yeah, it's just she just loves spice. But then as well as that, there's quite a few foods that gave her heartburn as well. So it was weird. And the thing is, out of nowhere, she could just have a craving for something, and then the next day you would between the two of us, it would be consumed. Or just had to make it happen. If that makes sense, really.
Okay, as you round up, so what advice would you give a man? 3 pieces of advice that you give a man who is supporting his partner or whoever's going to co-parent with along the maternity journey. What should he do, in your opinion?
For me, so the one thing I didn't do as much of, and I would definitely for any subsequent kids, is make sure I do the same reading that she's doing, if that makes sense. Like, I didn't read enough. So some of the things that she was actually telling me actually did happen in terms of all of the phases, things like colic. I was the kind of person that I went through everything as it happened, whereas she actually had some knowledge of it. So she knew when to kind of know when to change routine, if that makes sense, and I didn't. I got used to, so just say your baby's a bit restless and you find out how to keep her calm. I was happy coasting, doing that, whereas she knew when we needed to move away onto the next stage, if that makes sense. So just a lot of reading and actually listening a bit more so that I can support more. And as well as that, I think as well, just remembering that being a dad is brilliant, but to just do more family things, I need to probably go out a bit more with them, find more fun things to do. So,
your partner.
Yeah, with partner and the baby as well. So yeah, and as well as that, I don't know. That's it really. I don't really have anything other than that. I think I've done a good job. Glory be to God. And like I said, my dad was the blueprint, so I followed.
Yeah, I'd love to hear it, man. And 3 things you're proud of yourself for doing through the whole maternity process, because it's easy. Some men they tap out. Like it's a bit too much for me. I want to go out and drink. But never once did you, because we're friends obviously outside of this, and you never once called me to complain like, oh, I can't, this is happening, or do you tell me you roughed it out? So what 3 things are you proud of for doing for the maternity journey?
I think one is obviously clearly just the support, as well as that remembering that I didn't want to let her down, if that makes sense. So I'm proud of myself for knowing that it's a journey that we both need to go on.
Of course.
And the third thing is just stay me in it, really. It's like I like to help people, so it's been helpful around.
Yeah, I'd love to hear it, man. Tom,
appreciate
anything you want to promote? Social media? You can be your podcast, your friend's podcast, anything. So, like to put out there?
I do. I'm on the Knee Deep podcast. I find people to come on the show. I'm gonna hopefully be starting up a barbecue business in summer.
Amen.
And doing a lot of daddy daycare barbecues, so look out for that. And yeah, that's it really.
Where can you find your social media?
So my @ is TA Ogaboy. It will be tagged in the video, of course.
Of course.
But a lot of people never know how to pronounce it. They always think Algaboy. So yeah, it's Oga as in Oga at the top. Boy, so yeah, that's it really. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram.
Good. I'd love to hear it, man. Tom.
Appreciate that, man.